planner out as well. If you hadn't, well, first, today's Monday, the 19th. If you haven't already, please put your first and last name. First and last name, y'all. Please put your first and your last name at the top of your packet. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I really do. Today's date goes there where it says date. The items that are due this week, of course, we have the same items, our warm up, we have our homework, and our assessment this week. We're going to do a re-quiz um, where I'm retesting you on equations and expressions. I'll put expressions first and equations. Okay? It's going to replace the grade that's there. It's going to be very, very short and modified. Okay, very, very short and modified. And I'm actually going to add to, no, I'm not. I'm going to do multi-step equations separately. It's going to be multi-step equations and inequalities. So that's, you have your short retake. It'll probably be like 5 questions. And then you're going to have multi-step equations and inequalities. That's going to be separate. Okay. I was going to mesh it together, but I'm not going to do that. It's going to be separate. That way, I can replace the grade that you currently have. Okay. The retest, I'll take the highest grade between those two. And then you have multi-step equations and inequalities. That's what we're working on this week. Please make sure that you review and study your notes. Okay. Today, I'm going to go over a little bit of questions that's going to help you with the retake. So, warm up, you should have already completed. I'm not going over it. I'm going to review distributive property because I'm going to put that on there. Distributive property, combining like terms. All of that's dealing with expressions and then equations. I'm going to do just a few equations. And that should help you with your quiz on your retake on Friday. Okay? Your retake is on Friday. Then we're going to work on inequalities. Okay? And I'm going to give you some practice. We're going to do inequalities. I feel like we're okay with the equation word problems. We did a little bit of that. I may throw some more in there, but today I really want to focus on inequalities, making sure that you know how to graph an inequality and read an inequality. Okay, so we're going to work on inequalities today. And if we need more time, we'll push more inequalities tomorrow. I didn't plan on it, but we might since I'm going over the quiz today. Your homework is already in the packet. We're going to label it Monday. Your homework help video is on Canvas, but it's also going to be sent to you in Remind at 2 p.m. today, okay? It's already scheduled to go out. If for whatever reason you don't see it in Remind, you can just go to Canvas and get it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like this? Okay. All right, and I'm going to pause. I want you to take out your planner. I'm going to pause here while you get your planners out. All right, here we go. Our goal. Remember, you have to have a goal. We're reaching the main goal, which is to, of course, be successful at the end of the year. So along the way, you need little small goals. This is the 19th. So now your goal this week, it can be the same as last week. Some of us that didn't do well on our quiz, we need to put that we need to study or something, okay? If you didn't complete your homework last week or didn't turn your packet in on time, that might need to be a goal this week, okay? So write down your weekly goal. I'm going to give you a couple seconds there. I'm going to pause for the calls. My weekly goal is going to be the homework videos because I didn't do those this weekend. So that means I'm going to have to do them each day. So mine is going to be the homework videos this week. What you need, baby? Look in that closet. Good question. Either one. I don't even remember where I put the sanitizer. So try that one right there first. Yes. See if it's in there. Sorry, I just don't even remember. All right, let's go to a new page for this week. Is it in there? Can you stick that one up at the front of the classroom, baby? This is the week of 9/19 all the way to the 23rd. And this is quarter one, Q1, week 4. Progress reports go out next Wednesday, okay? So please make sure that you get everything turned in so that when you get a progress report, you're not disappointed, okay? They go out next Wednesday, okay? For all your classes, all of your teachers will have your progress reports on Wednesday, or they will tell you if they don't have them ready on Wednesday, they'll tell you what day they'll have them, but they go out next week, okay? Especially if you have an A day, B day that falls on a Wednesday, you might get it Tuesday or Thursday or something like that. All right, Monday, you should have your assignments here. Math 1, you should have your other classes here with the work that you are completing. We need to make sure that we're watching the video. If we need help, it's optional. It's if you need help, homework help video. Also, we have to complete homework and we need to study. If that means going back and rewriting some problems or reviewing notes, we got to do what we got to do so that we can be successful on our tests at the end of the week. Any questions about that? I need you to take out your interactive notebook. Oh, let's write down, label our homework. Which one? What you need? Planner? Let me know when you finish. I'm going to pause. We're going to label this Monday homework. We're doing evaluating expressions. We're substituting those values in, and we're using order of operations to solve the expression. All right, take out your notebook, your interactive notebook, please. Make sure that you put your packet in your folder. What side of the folder are you going to put it on? Work to do. All right, this is quiz review. This is going to be page 17. You got some quiz stuff that we need to make sure. And it was really just small technical stuff that I think that if we can just get this through our head, we'll be fine. All right, this is page 17. We're doing quiz review. Q1W4. Yes. That just goes in your notebook. You haven't started. You don't look like you started. Oh, whew. Good. Good for you. You got to finish that, yeah. Yeah. That's fine. All right, here we go. First things first. What's the difference? What's the difference between a numerical and algebraic expression? Mm-hmm. Very good. Numbers and what else? Okay. So we have numerical. Bless you, babe. A numerical expression is a combination of numbers and operation. And an algebraic is a combo of numbers, operations, and variables. And the only difference between a numerical and an algebraic expression are the variables. Algebraic has variables. What do they have in common? They both have numbers and operations in common. All right. Any questions about that? For some people, it helps when they highlight, they use highlighters or they use different colors. Okay. So if that is something that helps you, please make sure that you do that. All right. Let's solve an expression. Let's suppose that we have 5 parentheses x plus 2 minus, let's do 10x plus 4. I'm going to pause to give you a chance to do this one on your own. Don't forget that we're using order of operations to solve this algebraic expression. And it's an algebraic expression because what? It has variable. Very good. All right, let's see what we did. All right, so what did you all do first? You did distributive property first. Good. When you perform distributive property, what did that give you? What's your next line? 5x plus 10. And then what else? And you brought everything down. Raise your hand if you're okay with this. Everybody's okay? All right, good. What about you all here? Are y'all okay with that? You good? Okay. All right, somebody different. What do we do next? Yes, baby. We're going to combine like terms. Somebody different. What terms can we combine? Yes, ma'am. Very good. 5x and negative 10x. What does that give us when we combine those terms? We get negative 5x. Okay. Very good. What are we going to do after that? What is next? Yes, baby. And what do you get when you do that? Very good. Raise your hand if you got this right. Okay. Very good. What are the questions that we have? Are there any questions? Most of us got it, but some of us didn't. Please share. If you have any questions, if you're not sure why we got it, you need to say something because you're going to see this again. Do you understand why you got it wrong, babe? You sure? Yeah. Okay. Yes, baby? No, it's not an equation. It's an expression. So that's why. Are you okay? There's no equal sign is what she was saying. Does that make sense? Okay. Anybody else? Very good questions. All right, let's try one more of these. And yes, baby, I'm sorry. In the equation. Because with an equation, you're going to get an answer. You're trying to figure out what the value of that variable is. With an expression, you can only combine like terms. You're going to get an expression as an answer. Does that, you understand? Anybody else? Okay, let's try another one. We're going to do another expression. Okay, I'm going to do an algebraic expression. Move this cursor out the way so you can see. All right, so we're going to do this one. We have, let's do 7x. Let's do 2 plus 8 minus 6x plus 4. See if you can do that one, okay? Pause to give you a chance to get that done. This is an algebraic expression. Why is this an algebraic expression? Yes, ma'am. I can, but why is this an algebraic expression? Yes, okay. All right, good folks, let's just do it. Okay, so what are we going to do first here? Yes, sir. Distributive property. So we're going to distribute. We're going to multiply the 7x times both numbers in the parentheses. Or what could we have done before that? We could have added the 2 and the 8, which would have been easier, right? What's 2 plus 8? 10. And then when we multiply, what's 7x times 10? 70x. Any questions about how we did that? You got it? You're going to get the same answer.
Yeah, I get it, but it's so confusing. I'd rather just do it the other way.
It doesn't either. You still going to get the same answer is what my point.
So 7, what do you do? 2 plus 8. And then
14x plus
56.
same answer.
But still, like, does it always work like that?
Yeah. All right, we're going to bring everything down. Okay. All right, so now what are we going to do? Combine like terms. What terms can we combine? Say it one more time, sorry. Very good. And what does that give us? 64x. And then what do we do? Can we combine anything? No. Raise your hand if you got that right. Okay, good. Any questions about any of that? So all we're doing here is order of operation and combining like terms. Is there anyone that's lost? Do you see how our answers are going to be expressions here? Okay. Equations. You ready? And the equations this week that I give you are going to be, I gave you really simplistic equations this week, but next week the end of this week is going to be multi-step equations, okay? So we got to step it up just a little bit. All right, so what did we say by definition an equation was? Does anybody remember? What is an equation by definition? Very good. It's two expressions that are made equal to each other. It's two expressions. I said expressions that are made equal to each other. All right, so let's do some. We're going to solve. Let's do. All right, so we have, let's do 3n plus 5. Let's make it equal to n minus 12. Okay? See if you can do this one. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. So now remember, when we're solving an equation, we do distributive property first. Do we have distributive property? No. Then we combine like terms on each side separately. Can I combine these terms? No. Can I combine these? No. Then we move the variables to the same side. We have variables on both sides, so we're either going to move 3n over here or 1n over there. Which do you want to do? Let's move the 1n. How do I move a positive 1n over here? So I'm going to subtract 1n from both sides. When I subtract 1n here, what does this give me? This gives me 2n plus 5. Somebody said, great job. On this side, what do I get? I get negative 12. Okay? Now, after I've moved the variables to the same side, I do my last step, which to isolate the variable. How do I get n by itself? What do I have to get rid of first? Very good. You subtract 5 on both sides. When I subtract 5 here, I'm left with 2n, right? Positive 2n. And on this side, what do I get? I get negative 17. Shh. What's wrong? What happened?
He announced it like we'll be in the middle of talking.
Like, oh, yeah, I know. I kind of have tuned it out. Okay. All right. So now What do I do now to isolate the variable? I divide by 2. So when I divide by 2, 2 divided by 2 gives me 1 n, right? And then what does this give me here?
Negative 8.5.
Negative 8.5. I can write it as a decimal or a mixed number or improper fraction. Any of those numbers are fine, okay, as long as it's equivalent. Any questions? What do I look like, a robot or something?
It's like, well,
She
Samad's head.
Oh, why can't the two of y'all switch seats? Can you? Is he taller?
Yeah, Anthony's significantly taller.
Oh, Anthony, can you not switch seats? Can y'all, you and Savannah, can y'all switch seats? Your neighbor.
Turned around.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
I did it like how we were doing the
Mhm.
greater than or equal to.
Mm-hmm.
So I
What? Wait a minute. What'd you say?
Be quiet. So
You said you did it like we did what?
like these.
But that's an inequality. We're not doing inequalities right now. Well, you said you know, but we said equation. Shh. Okay. All right. Shh. All right. Let's do another one. Shh. You'll get used to it. It's okay. All right. So now let's do this one. We're gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna divide this in half. All right. So let's do distributive property this time. Let's have in parentheses, let's do 2. We'll do the variable p minus 2. And on the outside of the parentheses, that's a p, honey, yes. On the outside of parentheses, let's do 5. And let's make it equal to, let's do an even number, this one. Let's do 20, okay? And I want a variable on this side. So let's do plus 4p, okay? All right, see if you can do this one. I'm gonna pause to give you a chance. Okay, let's see if you didn't get a chance to do it with us, okay? So first thing Parker said was distributive property. Okay. All right, so when we do distributive property, what do we get? 10p minus 10. Good job, babe. Bring down the equal. I'm gonna bring this down also. I just put a lot of space there just so it wouldn't be on top of each other, so you could see it better. Okay. All right. So now we combine like terms on each side of that equal sign separately. Can I combine these 2 terms together? No. Somebody already said it. No. What about these? No. So now we're going to move the variables to the same side. I'm either going to move 10p over here or 4p over there.
4p.
4p is smaller. How do I move a positive 4p? I subtract 4p. Good job. So I'm going to subtract 4p on both sides. What's 10p minus 4p? We get 6p. Bring down the minus 10 and then the equal. All right. What are we going to get on this side? We get 20. Okay. So now after we do that, what's next? We're going to add 10 on each side. So when we add 10 on each side, this is gone. We're left with 6p is equal to what? 30. So now what do? Divide both sides by 6, and we get p is equal to 5. Raise your hand if you got it right. Perfect. Okay. Any questions? Any questions about, you got it wrong, babe? How'd you do? What you do, babe? Shh. What you do?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I just did it.
Okay, so let's go back a step. Shh. Do you understand the distributive property part? Okay. So after we did distributive property here, we multiplied and got this line. Are you okay with this line? All right. Are you okay with the thinking that you can't combine these and you can't combine them because they're not alike? Are you okay with moving the p's to the same side? And you understand that only reason why we subtracted 4p is because it's the opposite of adding. Okay, so when we subtract it here, are you okay with this being 6p? Are you okay with bringing it down? Are you okay with crossing this out and getting 20? Okay, so now we're looking at this line. Are you okay with saying that we got to get this P by itself? So we're going to move minus P first. The opposite of minus is to add. So we do that on both sides. This is gone and we're left now with 6P. You okay with that? Are you okay with adding to get 30? Okay, yeah, that was a slow yes. Okay, so now you got to get rid of the 6. The 6 is attached to P by multiplication. There's not a minus or addition or subtraction sign, so it's multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division. So that's why you're going to divide both sides by 6. Okay. Anybody else? One more, and that's it. We gotta move on. All right, so let's do this one. Oh, I've used 3 already, so let me not use 3. All right, see if you can do this one. Okay, so look, this is the last one. Shh, this is the last one. Distribute. Okay? Distribute. Shh, I got 1 minute. I'm going to use it. This is going to be what? Very good. Shh, what's this? 4N. Move the variables. Shh, guys, hush. When you get that, what do you get on this side? 8N plus 15. Now what do we do? That gives you 8N equal to what? We divide, and we're going to get a fraction. What's the fraction? Or you can change it to a negative decimal. That's it. There you go.